Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Kristen if you're just tuning in, and it's already warm in here. I have my canner on in the back steaming up. Today we're going to do strawberry jam. I made a promise to myself when I started this garden this year that I am going to preserve. Last year I didn't do a very good job at preserving. This year I'm going to do better. I'm going to try and stay on top of it. So let me show you what we're going to need today. So if you're not too familiar with canners, there's two different types of canning. This is a water bath canner, and we also have a pressure canner. You do not need a pressure canner to can jams and jellies. It also comes with this insert. This helps to lower your jars down inside. Just a couple important things to get ready. I ran my jars and my bands through the dishwasher last night. They're ready to go. Also, really handy. This is a, it lifts your jars up out of the water. A funnel, and this is a magnetic lid lifter. It'll help to bring your lids up out of the boiling water. Okay, crushing up berries is a job in itself. I could have used a food processor, but I worked it out. We got it done. Here's what we've got. I'm hoping for a double batch. I'm gonna pull out my box and see what I need. I just used the sure-jell, but I used the low sugar. The yellow box is the full sugar. It is sweet, so I like to do the low sugar. There's cooked jam, cooked jelly, no sugar, quick and easy freezer jam, and quick and easy freezer jelly. So today we're going to do the cooked jam recipe. And the way that I follow this is I come down to strawberries, and it says I'm going to need 6 cups of crushed strawberries and to 4 cups of sugar. So for a single recipe for strawberry, it's telling me I need 6 cups of crushed strawberries and 4 cups of sugar. I'm pretty sure that I can do a double recipe. So first I'm going to measure out my berries, and then I'm going to measure out my sugar. I just made it. I have about 1.5 cups left. Here's my 12 cups. I buy my sugar in bulk. I think I got this from Costco. It's the best price I can find in organic sugar. And I like to keep them in these 5-gallon buckets with the gamma lids. So we need 8 cups of sugar. Okay, our recipe says from the prepared sugar, take 1/4 cup of that sugar and add it into a bowl. Now I'm doing a double, so I'm doing a 1/2 cup. And you mix it with the sure-jell. I've got my fruit on the burner heating up, and we're going to stir in our 1/2 cup of sugar with our 2 packages of our pectin. We want to bring this to a full rolling boil. You know it's a rolling boil when you go to put your spoon in there and it doesn't stop. It just keeps boiling around the spoon. While our fruit is heating up, I'm getting a small saucepan, and we're going to fill this up with water. And we're gonna put our lids in it and give our lids a gentle boil. We're preparing them for sealing. We wanna make sure that our canner is on low and that it's nice and hot. You never, ever, ever want to add a hot jar to, you never ever want to add a hot jar to a cold canner. Whatever you're canning, it needs to be the same. This will cause your jars to crack. We don't want that. Starting to heat up. We're starting to bubble and boil. I wasn't recording when the sugar was added. So right here is where the sugar was supposed to be added. You can also add a little knob of butter. It says it's supposed to help reduce foaming. I've done it in the past. It doesn't reduce foaming, but we'll throw about a half teaspoon, 1 teaspoon in there. So right here you can see all of this foam. You can skim this off. I am not bothered with this. This is just going to be in my own pantry. We ate it all last year, so if you want, you can skim it off, but I'm not worried about it. I would call this a full rolling boil. Alexa, set the timer for 1 minute. So we want this to boil for 1 minute. And then I'm going to remove it from the heat. Our minute is up and I turned off the heat. I'm now going to ladle into the jars. You can just use water for this, but I like to use vinegar. It helps to remove some of the stickiness around the edge of the jars. I'm just gonna take a rag and with some vinegar and wipe around the rims so that we have a good seal. You don't want any food between the lid and the rim of the jar. See, there is some strawberry jam in there, and that's what we don't want. I have a little, an extra one. I don't want to can this. I'm going to let this cool, and I'm just going to put it in the fridge after it sets. But now I'm going to take my lid lifter, and I'm going to get my lids out of my pan. Take our bands and we want to put them on just finger tight. You don't want to put these on super tight. We want air to expand, or we want the air to be able to leave and these to seal. So it's just called finger tight. Okay, now we need to process these for 10 minutes in the water bath canner. This is perfect. We want at least 2 inches above the jars. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm gonna turn up the heat and we're gonna get a good boil on this. Once it starts boiling, I'm gonna start my timer for 10 minutes. All right. Okay, we got a good boil going, so I'm gonna put the lid on. Alexa, give me 10 minutes on the timer. Here's our end product. You can see there is a little bit of foam. Like I said, I don't care about that. This is just for my family. I'm not selling them or anything, so I'm not worried about getting the foam off of there. Moment of truth. We're gonna try this out, see what it tastes like. Still a little bit warm, but it looks like it's set pretty good. Moment of truth. Oh, it's so good. That is delicious. I like the low sugar version. You can taste strawberries, not just sugar. That is delicious. And there you have it, strawberry jam. One of my biggest goals this season is to put up and preserve everything that I grow. The last couple of years, I let so much go to waste. This is the first year that we've done strawberries. We put them in last year, but this year we got 2.5 gallon bags full. I would just pick them and I would throw them in the freezer as they would come in. So it was just a lot easier to do it that way. I think that if we would have waited and kept them in the fridge, they wouldn't have lasted. So they came in slowly, but in the end, we got enough. We got a good amount for a double batch here. Do you preserve? Do you like to put things up? What kind of preservation methods do you like? I also have a dehydrator, so I'm going to be dehydrating some herbs. Thanks for hanging out with me in my kitchen today, and I'll see you next time.